right, guys, welcome back. You're still tuned in to Funtastic Fridays. We are here in the last half hour of the show. Like, I'll never understand how time moves so fast when you're having fun, right? But guess what? We're in Funtastic Fridays, so can't help it. So, guys, you're still tuned in to Talk the Ting with Kim, and we're discussing self-love. Dre is making a request that you play that fabulous song when we're done. Clem said, please play that back. And then he was saying, Kimmie, I disagree because I'm one of many people who can just cut off anyone from my life. I'm not saying you shouldn't. If you can, if that's your way of dealing with it, then fine. But it's not a requirement. I think people think you need to get up and cut off somebody tomorrow. Because that's what you see all over social media. That's what you hear people say, yo, me cut off anybody. I'm going to cut off people. You don't have to.
Kim, just like how, as I said, Jamaicans brag about all them mad and
we brag about cut off. And that's even Jamaican. It's a universal thing. People are quick to be like, yo,
and then the worst thing about nobody. The brag with them brag, so they cut off the people like him.
That probably them get cut off.
No, not only one of them get cut off. Them cut off half of themselves because they are not living a happy life.
That is true.
Them are brags. Oh, I cut them off. Every day I can tell you that. Every day.
Yeah,
something
and I always
right.
say the people them are brag about it.
Something right.
And that's something. Yeah, I always say. Those people always say, I can always see the post, oh, I can't deal with fake friends and those fake friends. And I'm like, why not spending so much time focusing on, I've never posted about fake friends. I'm not going to say I haven't had any. I'm pretty sure, but guess what? My focus is not that. Me don't say, God, whoever is not supposed to be in my life, you sort that out. Me, I live my life. Me, I do what me need to do. Right. And they have fallen off by the wayside when they needed to. I never had to go research and find out who fake and who real. It just works out.
Kim basically have like the same 5-3 or 4-2 friend we have, right? Throughout the years. They might have one person
hold on. You said 5-4-3-2. About Friday hours.
No, it's really about 3. As you say, it's not that. You see, like when you say you have friends with all around all the time.
Yeah, but I don't really have that.
Just have a one talk now and then. But you know, what I'm saying is that it's basically them with the board. You have new people running and go like them over take the best friend position and all them something there. And them a best friend title. And then by 2 weeks,
2 months,
or 2 months,
it just died down, yeah. It was that season.
It's not gonna be a fair even balance, you know. Probably it's just one-sided. So when it comes to that, you just, as I say, just let it take its course. You don't have to run down the body. You don't have to say you cut off the body.
Yeah, just make it run its course.
If I invite you 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and you can invite me 1 time,
that's fine.
Now just go and ease back with me. Invite. Yeah. And then if you can say to me, say, why? Oh, you don't remember me. I'm like,
change.
Like I say, but well, and oh, you have message me now. The same phone you can remember me with.
You know, always one-sided.
So
with people.
if it's one-sided, you just make it go on. Because as I say, just make it go and float. Yeah.
Exactly. So nobody spend time and try to figure out fake friend who's real. Yes, it's good to know, but me not do no research.
No, me not
always say, God, just sort it out. I just say that.
See where the friendship lies.
Exactly, and usually it works itself out. Like, I'm not even concerned, right? So that was tip number 5. Tighten your circle. Evaluate the people around you. Are they helping you? Are they empowering you? Are they improving you in some way? If not, if it's just people who want, and every day want to complain, and every day they might complain about the woman or the man, or them not nothing, but them not call you and say, them never call you one day in your life and say, you alright?
Yeah.
That's just that. No call about nothing else.
Hey, how come you say from my dear?
You alright?
Yeah.
That is a sign. And many people don't know that them call and them just is problems them want call.
You know the Jamaican signature. When they want something, you dash me away.
Yes, that's how them start the conversation.
One of my contacts them, man. They say, what go on? I say, me there, man. And they just wait a little 5 seconds. And they say, here what? Are you ready for them question now? So they say to me, so how come you don't really hear from me? Because every time you message me is a question you have. So we just wait for the question.
Wait for the question, you know.
But I jump in on the thing. You realize the
no, sir, it's your fault. You should have messaged and say, you have any questions this week?
Apparently, if you run in for the question.
I didn't hear no question from about last week, Thursday, you know?
If that's when you remember, me not change up the flow.
Exactly.
You would?
So on that note, for tip number 6, focus more on self-care, which is what we are discussing right now. Society has taught us that taking care of ourselves is selfish.
Oh.
Okay.
And God forbid, this is what we fear the most. Nobody wants to be considered selfish, right? But guess what? Taking care of yourself is not a selfish thing. In response, we exert tremendous effort so that everybody knows our goodness. The price of being good in the eyes of society is, however, your happiness. Stop attempting to be good and start looking after yourself. Self-love or self-care equals happiness.
And we're not talking about the fake happiness that's on social media, people.
No, we're talking about
worry out the light, it's your smile, if the background have glow, and if you did use ring light, happiness no need all them something.
No, you just exist and be happy.
True.
In the simplest of things, right? So you have to focus more on that and stop thinking about how it's gonna look to others. So as you say, you know, we might get backlash from somebody. Well, guess what? If you're gonna vex, call me distance myself, then vex.
No, and then the worst part about it, if you're distant, if I'm distancing myself from you, and your first reaction is to be vexed, that means you're not concerned.
Yeah, you're not questioning like
you're supposed to ask if you're alright.
Yeah, reach on, be like, yo, come realize.
I think I might find that something wrong with that one. You have an issue, and you're my friend. I would appreciate the fact that you come to me and you say, listen, right now there's something that happened, or maybe I did something, I said something.
Jada, we never said we have an issue with you.
No.
We said we're going through a rough time.
Okay.
I can't message my three friends. I can't message my
every time. You have to understand we have different things we're going through. For me, when I'm going through something, I shut down. I distance myself from the world.
You have flu.
Not a soul here.
Hey, that's why you know something have flu.
No, exactly. So usually, when people don't hear from me, them call me because I'm say, yo.
It's called check up.
You know, exactly.
Yeah,
and it depends on what you're going through. Certain things you're going through, you're going to pull away. It's not necessary to reach out to somebody.
Kim, it's not even that you pull away. You are so caught up in trying to handle
to deal with that,
you don't
or
get to do your regular checkup.
Okay.
So persons, if you are not able to do your regular checkup, a friend
Who is
would
your
have
friend?
to fill in for say, oh, me not hear from that friend.
I mean, usually with a ear. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And that's
so instead of saying I hear from me, me not check Jada. You may say about 4 days now, you know, message me. Yeah.
No, it's not reach 4 days from the day past.
No, that's what I'm saying. Even that, for example, it's supposed to take so long.
The one that I was talking about was that in the fact that something happened.
No, man, we're not talking about that.
Right?
If
and
you're upset with
you're
somebody,
upset and you don't say that you're upset, but you're throwing some hints.
That's a different vibe. That's called.
That's a whole different thing.
Kim talk about that in trauma response.
Yes, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah. Ghosting and them something. Them kind of vibe.
But yes, so we have to focus more on self-care and less on what we think society wants of us, because chances are half of the things that we're doing is not something that makes us happy. It's not something that makes us happy. We're only doing it because we think people want to see that or want that version of us, all right? Number 7, let go of toxic relationships.
Why, Kimmie, you break the people them out of SOK.
Period.
Right? End all toxic relationships. Seriously.
Yeah.
So
Nobody.
you Kim.
Yeah,
you have to block the guy for real.
Yeah, block him, unblock him, and block him back 3 times.
No, they see when you unblock. I probably just leave him.
That's how you block it. Proper block. Right? Nobody should be a part of your life if they make you feel anything less than fantastic. It may take some time to figure out which connections in your life are poisonous, but it's critical to consider the connections that make you feel good and recognize those that negatively influence your life. The people that don't support you should not be in your life.
Support for support, as them say, people. As I say, the balance, you have to have a balanced relationship.
Matching energy.
If them a promoter, I go for them party every day, support them. You have a look at small business, say to them, say, yo, come look for my shop. No, them can't come look. Them ever subscribe to your page for YouTube. No, sir.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Fish very expensive, you know.
No, but Kim, when I say you have to buy, you have to buy the fish fry, Kim.
That's true.
But you can't sell 2 tickets for the brother. I'll come show up and put up a little sound system.
No, me usually try at least buy 1 ticket. Anybody that do something, I'll buy at least 1.
Kim, but
if I something, I'll buy at least 1.
Hey, me have 2 pack of fork. You know you're going to need fork.
Yeah, or that too.
You get me? I
advertise it for them. Advertising
$10,000 million. Find way to help the person.
That's true.
Can them ever help you?
Dre said,
what you get out.
You put in what you get. Exactly. Dre said, self-isolation is good at times because you can take the time to realize what's going on in your life and then you can fix it. And Carter says she agrees with Dre 100%, right? But yeah, guys, so if we let go of toxic relationships, you have to ensure that whoever it is that's in your circle, once again, is for you. And yes, sometimes it won't be as clear as like outrightly them just a modesty and rare. Other people are great pretenders. But there are little signs. I always say there are little signs you just need to pay attention. So as Lionel said, everything what them post you did it. But you've done a few things and they've never shown up once. That's a sign. Without saying much. That's just a sign, right? So you have to pay attention sometimes to what's not being said. And I actually fear saying that because we ladies tend to overthink and read all between the lines. Oh, in the space, not really between the line. We are read between the line, right? Because we are saying, there's always something more. Yeah, we're just naturally curious, naturally suspicious. I think we really should be investigators, right? But I digress. Now, step 8, forgive yourself. This is a main one for self-care because a lot of us are holding up things about ourselves and against ourselves, and we have to live with ourselves every day, but we are holding it up and I carry it through life. When you turn 50, you don't forgive yourself for some.
You have a lot of persons that hate themselves, you know.
Exactly.
As though they might go on like them.
And they might go on like the most confident person and this and that. But you don't understand, like a lot of persons really don't appreciate themselves. So forgive yourself. Do you recall the one or maybe a few times you did something that left you feeling regrettable, humiliated, or ashamed? Time to let go.
Yes. Hey, Kim, listen to me. We need to get like some real counselors for the ladies.
We've been saying it.
The ladies, they've been through, like them go through rough patch nowadays.
But we'll voice it. We need to get some for the men to call them now voice it. So them up, what are going to, but them just very quiet.
The men, them, yeah. Well,
it's a connecting on the brain, but
we need to verbalize a little bit more. We don't have problem, but we just need to verbalize the thing.
Society is showing men have problems.
You know what the thing go? Yo, heart me, G. Yeah, man,
everything go on.
Yo, the man house my fire behind them, you know. Yeah, man, everything go on.
Everything go on, yeah.
Water, I'm good. Look at flash, you know. It's not so bad, you know.
So we don't need therapy too. No, let's not do that. So time to let go of all of that.
Yeah.
Although you can't change the things you've done in the past, you can influence what happens in the future. So consider it a teaching moment and believe in your capacity for change. Give yourself the same grace that you would extend to someone else if they were imperfect. And that's the thing, you know, we are quicker to forgive others.
Yep. We don't forgive ourselves.
So we'll be like, yeah, people flawed. Nobody not perfect.
It's alright.
I'll forgive you. Yeah. But then if you do it 20 years online, you know the day when we did that, John will start. Right?
I will keep myself up until like 3 in the morning, regretting something that I did.
Well, I call Devadeen 12 until I forgot our bed. Everybody, one hour does I call her to go to bed.
Things that I did in high school, and I'm like,
and that's the thing that we need to do. And actually, you know, that's actually something that's biblical as well, right? The Bible actually talks about forgiving, because when God, I use an example. I say it's like a balloon or something, or let's say it's like a weight, a weighty object, and you have a string to it, and God have a string to it. When you pray and ask for forgiveness, you know, and you repent of it, him like a film string. Right? Him don't say fine. You ask for it, my gate. And you walk through life with this thing. Everywhere you go.
Still string up.
Everywhere you go. When him don't say, but me tell you, say if you ask forgiveness, make I forgive you. You know? So we need to let it go, because this now becomes this dark cloud that we live and see life through. And that's why 3/4 of the person. Because we literally look through the cloud and exist through this cloud. We don't clear up a view and make sure so the sky is blue again and we have sunshine again. Because we're not letting things go. So,
there's greatness ahead.
Hold on. A while ago, I heard a very audible.
No, me hear it. I saw it. But Kim,
so it's a connect.
It's
great.
It
is. It's easier said than done, but it's necessary.
You know what I use as my remedy for that though?
Yeah.
Right now, or currently, or within the last year, great things have been done. So it no matter what little mistake was made back then, great things have been done, and great things can still be done. So high school, great things can still be done. And
guess what? Some of them mistakes there as well is what make you who you. Not even some. Yeah. Those mistakes that you made. You see, the version you are right now, the wiser version that still looked on him and said, "Boy, John or David, he did that." you're smarter now.
Yeah,
You're wiser now.
Great things
you understand
can be done.
things now. You can't undo it now, but guess what? You now go back in a certain situation. You're not going on certain roads ever again because you've been there, done that. And you're like, yo, me never like, exactly. I'm never like a feeling then. I said, Dev, we know that again, you know. And guess what? You can now turn to somebody else now. Yo, you see the road there I go down? I did that. That's why I always say, that is why we have experiences. And I mean, the younger generation, just like we, when we grew up, we tell people, we don't listen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So don't touch a pot. We have to try it ourselves, right? But the reality is, your older generation go through things to tell you, yo, nobody do that. Me try it. Me did fool. And me did try that too. And it never really work out. So me save you sometime. And sometimes we listen and sometimes we say, nope, I gotta see for myself. Right? But it's a reality. So you going through it, as much as it may not be the greatest experience, I promise you it's going to help somebody else in the future. And that's what I tell myself.
And you are going to be the person that it helps the most.
Exactly.
All if you give them advice, you are going to get help the most. Because even giving the advice, you see the purpose tonight. And guess what? Something you might did back then might not have been so Deva then. But you are Deva now.
That's what you did there. That's not funny. I'm not laughing. Right?
No, but you're Deva now, so she can definitely do anything she needs to be done right now. It can be done. So do it.
Exactly. So forgive yourself, Deva, Kim, Lionel, Xavier, everybody on the live, Jada, Mix, everybody, Paris
forgiving
yourself, right? Number 9, learn continuously. And this is a method of self-care, self-love. Learn, read, and try new things.
Why?
Figure out what works for you. Try. Don't just read it. Think. Don't just think, well, that's interesting, and leave. Choose one of the things that you've learned and then put it into practice. Happiness is a daily discipline, not a switch. So that means it's not something you turn on when you're ready. You should just exist in happiness. It's a daily thing.
It's a mindset.
You have to get up and choose it. So when the day you wake up and you say, boy, Jono. Actually, have you guys pushed yourself out of some bad mood sometime? Like, decided mentally, you know? I
have done that.
Yeah, enough time.
Right? So that's how it shows happiness is a choice. You have to get up and say, yeah, probably the pain is so great. Boy, probably my partner stressed me out. Boy, probably school now going so great. But you know what? Of life, once again, we say daily gratitude. Put your foot forward and have a chance. Even if things not great, the fact of life, I can make things better.
Sometimes I fake it till I make it.
And that too.
That helps.
That helps.
But when
right?
you get in the mindset, you'll get there.
Exactly.
That's a part of it.
And Carty said earlier, men internalize too much. Then you hear about murder, suicide. So I said, where the woman them say,
yeah, we're
very vocal.
We need to talk.
We can connect with the man them and them just now. You know what I'm like? Yeah, man, we're good man. Not about we.
Like even the video that searched something on social media with the pranks and the guy playing the prank on the man and the man said, listen, it's a prank. Look there, see your vehicle untouched.
Yeah.
The man still was aggressive afterwards.
Exactly.
So he might try to prove a point and probably something like you know, if somebody call him earlier, give him some bad news and all this.
Exactly.
We have so much thing pent up. So as soon as mosquito bite, you know, we're ready for pop out.
And that is what happened with men.
Yeah,
that is
true.
A lot of things part of that you guys not talking about, that you guys not discussing and not letting go. And a part of it is because you guys weren't grown that way. It was like, toughen up.
Yeah.
What you ball for? Yeah, what? Yeah, girl? Yeah, this?
Yeah.
That's a part of it, right? So we spoke in another episode about that, about, you know, stop using those phrases to talk to your kids, because that's what's going to grow up and become an adult. And we're seeing these adults in society today, all right?
Emotionally unavailable.
Exactly. And the final one is give up the need for approval from others.
Oh, jeez, Kim, you're killing my likes and my followers, Kim.
have to end it with that one because social media has amplified this like by 1,000. If you check your post and you see 20 like it, you quick take it down because you know nobody see 20 like you get. Right?
And you
so you're like,
photo.
hold on, how dare I not? Or you hide like okay, you don't want nobody see your numbers. Stuff like that. Guys, we need to fix this. So you don't need to rely on approval from others to love yourself. So you might post a picture 50 people not like it, or 100 people not like it, you're like, probably not so cute like one time.
Remember, like a poster, if you like a poster and something like all your favorite blows. Somebody, you know, that sometimes they're not really intentional with the negativity.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
yo, where you found that blouse?
I know you're not ever wear the clothes again. Yeah, that shit way, right?
Last time I wear my shoes.
I like that.
The clogs.
The shoes that way, I don't like it.
Yeah, the clogs. She try hold on to the clogs. No worry yourself.
But guys, we need
like
to give up the need for approval, and I think social media. That's why we need to disconnect from our phones, because it has warped our thought process. It has warped our existence, and like, there's good to it, but I feel like right now we've become so addicted to certain things.
I like, for example, I would have said like Missy Jada, right? Missy Jada after she I say, hey Jada, where go on, bam. See?
You quick message her.
No, when I know, I see her physically wave to her, say hi and everything. She see me, you know, bam. My post on my status now. My post say Moby. So you go Moby, I could have said, Jada, I just see her half a tree, my friend. It's like them I believe the status them are the thing them more than reality.
Yep.
Yeah, the status now for real, my friend. But you see me really a while ago. So relax.
That is it.
But if you could have got Moby,
you know, I was fly. Alright.
And Dre said, yes, Kim, thank you, with applause, right? So we do need to give up the need for approval from others. Giving up your need for approval from others will help you to find your happy place and also help you let go of past trauma and wounds. Sometimes our approval is attached to events from the past. The reality is that when we let go of the things that have happened to us, it feels almost as though a burden has been lifted. We are no longer required to transport that. We deserve better. So guys, stop looking for approval from others, because as I say, no matter whether you're the good or bad, somebody is always gonna have a problem with it, right? So it's best that you seek your own approval, and your approval may not always be right, you know, but guess what? Your approval, you can live with it. Not we like for the certain things and then say, are you want me to do this now? And are you want me to do that now? No. I know them life the way I live. Make me do it because I decided, I can take your advice. And say, say Jada makes sense. Dev say, yeah, and Lionel say, all right, we can. But at the end of the day, it's your decision. And guess what? It's you have to live with it.
2 points.
You have to wrap up because time is running out. So to wrap it up, you can improve your relationship by learning to love yourself and practicing self-love. So when I say your relationship, I mean like romantic relationship, friendship, by practicing self-love. This is essential if you want to develop a strong connection with other people. Although it takes time to develop self-love, you will undoubtedly get better at it. So start somewhere. Even if you're under stress, consider all that you've already accomplished. You will be one step closer to being the best version of you once you discover how to be kind to yourself.
Oh, I like it.
Yes. So we need to work on self-love. That is the most important one of all, because as them say, you can't love nobody correctly if you don't love yourself. All you're going to do is try to please other people and do what they want, and then you unhappy and miserable.
Unhappy.
Exactly, yeah. And that's why you have so much angry people and miserable people and agitated people out here, because them don't know how to love themselves.
And when the friend where we are run down and please move on, your life upside down.
Exactly. So guys, practice some self-love.
Yeah.
Dre said many people right now are slowly morphing into cyborgs. Because everybody addicted to online, internet. Like,
them a try please, them a try post, them a try please, them a try.
Keep up to date with everything, nothing past you. No. Nothing like that. So guys, let's work on self-love. And we working on it, so don't think so because we do all this research and come with this me perfect attitude. Nope. Yeah. I'm learning.
We all have brush up on the thing, you see me?
Alright.
So people, thank you very much to Kimmie for self-love topic. Learned a lot of stuff. Make sure to put them in practice. Want to say thanks to all our guests today, all our guests in studio. Big up Deva, so clever. Jada, we have Xavier, the girl, them neighbor. As
I like that. I like that.
Big up to Mixer, special appearance guest at the Paris, or what you call that now, Celebrity Connection. Yeah, she have the link with the BTS crew. All right, so we're going to bounce this one out. Be sure to tune in next week when we have more Fantastic Friday for you. Yeah. Have a safe weekend. Behave on yourself, people.
Make sure.
All right.
Baby girl, you know my situation.